Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am back after a long while. We have been very busy with exploration and creating new possibility for teas. So there hasn't been any new video uploaded about Taiwan sourcing, even on Taiwan sourcing channel. However, I feel we kind of have something to talk about now, and and I'm in Hualien as the title suggested. Okay, and so we are now again at Hualien, okay, a uncharted land of tea industry basically, and the reason I call it uncharted, not because of the scenery you're seeing here, but because how sporadic, how ununified the industry is over here. So as I arrived Hualien midnight yesterday, I didn't expect we couldn't find a proper place to process the tea material, even though we already have a tea material ready to be processed today. So basically we were spending our entire morning just to find a factory for tea processing, and after the whole morning we finally got one. This is a public tea factory, okay, for the little village of Yunnan. Yeah, a small village next to Pu-erh, which, if you are familiar with Taiwan, you know Pu-erh is a famous place for black tea. However, we are not processing black tea today. The reason why it takes so much effort because we will need full equipment to work with, and this is the only place that we can use in the entire village. So yes, we are very grateful we eventually found this place under the help of several friends. Otherwise, we don't know where this material can go. So what we are looking at here now is the big leaf oolong varietal, one of the very rarely seen varietal in the western part of Taiwan. However, it's quite common in eastern part, and especially in Taitung and the Hualien. Unfortunately, the western part doesn't like to grow this varietal. So in order to process this varietal, we have to drive 6 hours all the way here just to get this work with. And the reason we are here right now is because we were under a lot of help, like really a lot of help. Not only did we find the material, which is already a miracle, we were fortunate that we found a place to work on the tea. Now the next big problem is currently like 1:30 p.m. right now. The biggest problem right now is whether we will find a proper person to do the killing green and rolling tomorrow. Yeah, because basically locals here doesn't like to lend their tea factory to outsider. As a result, we have to find a place like this, a public tea factory. Okay, and it's public, so you can come if you pay a little bit to the Nonghui, okay, the institution of the agriculture. However, you have to find a person, okay, to do the job. And unfortunately, due to all this randomness happened in the past couple hours, we are not sure whether we will find the person for killing green and the rolling next day. We'll see. Yeah, but currently we're doing outdoor weathering. Okay, normally this will have the sunshine, the ultraviolet ray interacting with the tea leaves and doing some chemical transformation inside the tea. But in Hualien, this is another interesting aspect. The weather, the microclimate in Hualien is quite different from the western area. Okay, like Minjian and all the other places we worked with before. So it gets very shady, like easily. Like you don't easily get this shaded and misty as at this time in the western part, but in the eastern part, this is what you get. So this outdoor weathering will take longer than our usual timing. It's over an hour now. We're still waiting because the transformation is slow. Yeah. 哎，俊成，你可以上镜吗？一下子而已。我要说你是协助的，他没有坐那里就好了。So this is Mr. Nian. He and his family helped us a lot acquiring this plantation's material. This is what they planted and what we selected. Eventually, they have 6 lands, and this is the land we eventually picked. And the interesting part also is that locals don't like to sell their material to outsiders neither. So basically, the custom here is you don't sell material to outsiders. You don't lend any factory or space to outsider, and that's why we don't have much Hualien teas except for dark land and dark perfume on the site, because it's just very remote. Okay, the culture is very remote too. It's secluded. Okay, and I don't know if this will be the first time. I don't know where this will be the last time we are going to process the material, but let's hope it will continue on. Yeah. And last show PO, I think I drove 6 hours, actually 7 hours yesterday and arrived in the midnight. And this morning was quite chaotic, to be honest, to say the least. Yeah, chaotic. So yes, if you have any question and if you want to know more about what happened next, feel free to ask the question below, and you can ask me now. I see there's 5 viewers right now. If you like to, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I am going to go back to the tea. Okay, I will leave this on for another minute before I shut it down.